Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 here, our Sir Alex Ferguson challenge with Southampton. We've got a number of results to run through since we last left off. We played Huddersfield and Chelsea of course in our opening episode. Since then we went away to Bournemouth, a 1-0 victory. Nico Gaitan grabbing the goal at Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup, putting us through. We went away to Arsenal, comfortable loss really. Hector Bellerin and Lacazette putting us to the sword basically, no really any other way to put it. Comfortable loss to Arsenal, we were never really in that game. We then hosted Stoke. Lamina and Danny Ings got us off to an absolute flyer before Raul Jimenez got them back into the game. Nico Gaitan's penalty made it 3-1, and then Berahino in the 93rd minute grabbed the consolation, make it 3-2. Scoreline flatter Stoke actually really in that one. We did really well in that game. We went to Old Trafford then, and actually up until the 40th minute we were doing really well. We were well in the game. But Martial, back-to-back goals, 40th minute, 41st minute, that really ended it for us. We didn't have much hope after that. So down to Man United, you know, comfortable again. When we go away to these big teams, I expect us to still get beat. We're not there yet, we're not the finished article. Then we went to Stoke in the Carabao Cup, obviously buoyed from our 3-2 victory against them in the league. Going away to the Bet365 Stadium. Gabbiadini gets us going with an early goal there in the 15th minute. Ramadan Sobhi with the equaliser on the 50th for Stoke, but it doesn't last long. Gabbiadini with a penalty in the 59th minute. Again, we win the game there, and we're through to the 4th round of the Carabao Cup, where we again have drawn an away tie, this time away to Premier League newcomers Middlesbrough. So hopefully we can get a third away victory in the Carabao Cup and get through in that one too. But as for today, we're turning our action to the league, where we're playing Burnley, and we're also playing Middlesbrough, that team of course who have drawn in the Carabao Cup 4th round. Looking at the table here, Burnley are second bottom, Middlesbrough just 1 point below ourselves actually. They've a decent start in the league, Middlesbrough. 1 win, 2 draws, 2 defeats. So, you know, they might give us a bit of trouble in that game. But first of all, we're taking on Burnley, 2 draws and 3 defeats so far for them. So hopefully we can beat them. However, our form against Burnley is not good. They've beaten us both times that we've played them. So hopefully going into this game we can beat them. I'm going to clear this selection just so we can do it again from the beginning. Predrag Rajkovic will be the goalkeeper. Roncaglia will be at right back. He's had a poor start to the season actually. Let's have a wee word with him just now. One player criticised recent form. You have to start playing to higher standard if you want to be in the first team. Doesn't want to sit on the bench, you work harder to keep his place. Hopefully he does do that, because he has been a good player and he's on 87 grand a week, so he really needs to step up and play better, because he's been piss poor in the start of this. I mean, 6.57 is average rating there, not good at all. Virgil van Dijk hasn't been great either. I'm actually going to play Eduardo Goldeniga alongside Wesley Hoot just now. Van Dijk can sit out for a game here. Bertrand on the left also hasn't been great, but has been better than Roncaglia. In the middle of the park here, of course, we're going to go with Ward-Prowse, deep line playmaker, box to box Lucas Torreira, and roaming playmaker Mario Lamina, who's actually picked up his game in recent weeks. Lamina, he's flattered to deceive during our tenure here so far, so it's glad to see him playing well. The Ox on the right hand side. Nico Gaitan can't unfortunately play on the left hand side, so we're going to be going with who we go with? We can't go with Gabbiadini either. We'll go with Lucas Vasquez on that side there, who will have to play as an inside forward. And up front we'll go with Danny Ings, who's had a decent start to the season so far. Bench, Forster, Van Dijk, El Abdellaoui, Nathan Redmond, Paco Alcacer, and we're going to have to throw 2 youngsters onto the bench unfortunately. Sam McQueen is injured, so no point in doing him. We'll put Jake Hesketh on the bench, and we will put, let's sort it by potential now, and we will put Will Smallbone on the bench as well. Neither of them are players who I have really high hopes for or anything like that, but it's just about filling the bench really. Yeah, so that'll be the team. Just to run through it once again: Rajkovic, Roncaglia, Goldeniga, Hoot, Bertrand, Ward-Prowse, Torreira, Lamina, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Vasquez and Danny Ings. They can just get whatever numbers, 11 and 12, why not, as we jump into the game. So a 4-2-3-1 from Burnley here, playing rather confidently. Nobody in their team who really concerns me all that much. How is Chris Wood up front? 26-year-old now, he's not that great a player, he's yet to score this season in the league, so hopefully we can keep them quiet too. I'm going to assertively say I expect a win here. It's about time that the players start realising we should be beating these sorts of teams. Motivates the Ox and Danny Ings. The assistant can go to the tunnel press conference, and we will encourage the boys to play some good football today. We'll slow down the highlights, of course, playing it on a faster pace when I'm playing the games in between episodes. Chris Wood is also actually coming into this game with a knock, so hopefully we can really keep him quiet today. Good possession in the opening 10 minutes, but we've not managed to create anything yet. Bournemouth 1 down to Arsenal already. Bertrand in the book. Not much happening here. Tell the boys to push forward after 20 minutes as Ward has the ball for Burnley. Nicked by Roncalia. The Ox can't keep it though. Nandez. As Burnley look to get through us. Defour. Closed down well. Slips it though to Koo. Defour. Nandez has space. Nandez looks pretty decent so far. Brady cutting in. Slips it through for Koo. Oh, it's a good finish by Koo Jachol. And it's 1-0 to Burnley. That is not what we need. First Burnley goal for Koo. He took it really well actually. Him and Nandez played really well in the build up to that goal. Defour too. Got quite a good midfield triangle there actually, if I'm honest about it. Burnley. Okay, here we go. Game we need to be winning here. Roncalia now with the throw to Ward Prowse. Takes a good touch. Let's get it into the box here. Danny Ings, square, Chamberlain. Finish it, son. Cuts it back. Lamina. Oh, he's put it wide. Come on, son. You need to score that. Danny Ings, for me, though, should be taking a shot. Striker in that position. Poor not to have a go from there. Right, here we go. Let's get the pressure on them. Ward Prowse stands it up. Danny Ings down. Goldeniger hits the post. Come on. We're getting closer. We need that equaliser before half time. Push forward. Nah, they've made it to half time, Burnley. At least we're racking up some shots now and taking control of the game, but we need to get through the guys at half time aggressively. Come on, show a bit of desire. Up top, I'm going to throw. Oh, I'm not going to throw in Alcacer because he's injured. My God, we don't have many options here. I'm going to take the Ox off for Nathan Redmond. Hopefully he can produce, but there's not a lot else I can do, sadly. I'm going to take Roncalia off for El Abdallawi, see if he can do anything for us. But as we start the second half, 1-0 Burnley. No result that we need to be seeing. Nandez fouled by Danny Ings. And Ben Mee will take this free kick. First bit of action in the half. Ward into Nandez. Forward for Wood. Far too easy for him to nod it back to Defour now. Ball out to the right. Engval. Oh, cheeky flick back to Defour. You have to say that was nice. But look at that. We're all getting sucked towards the ball here. Koo. Wood, and they're probing away here just as they did last time. Koo plays it in, but it's easy for Rajkovic to pick that one up. I'm not liking the way that when Burnley players get the ball, we're getting like 4 or 5 Southampton players closing him down. It's leaving too many free options for a pass. What is this from Vasquez? He should have just took that down, but he gets away with it anyway. Danny Ings holds it up, back to Vasquez. Poor ball though. Keeps it in, Vasquez. Scoops it in. And there's Torreira, Lucas Torreira, good man. Summer signing from Sampdoria. He's really hit the ground running. He's a quality midfielder. I don't honestly expect us to be able to keep him for very long. A big club's going to come calling for him. I've actually seen him move to Real Madrid before in previous games. I believe actually on our AC Milan series here on the channel he's went to Real Madrid. So obviously bags of quality he has. Right, come on though, we need to push forward more. A draw here is not good enough. 20 minutes left in the game. Do we want to be making any changes? We'll bring on Virgil for Goldeniger. Goldeniger's not exactly shone well today. For the last 10 I think we will overload it. Yeah. I'm not going to take more risks, but I'm going to do everything else attacking that we can. Push forward. Come on guys. Nothing else I can do with this. It looks like Burnley are going to hold on for the point here. We've created absolutely zilch since we equalised. Bertrand throws it to Lamina. Back to Bertrand. I can't see us scoring in the last 20 seconds. As Bertrand delivers it, it's easy for Tom Heaton. And Burnley are going to get away with a point here. And this is one of those games where we absolutely need to be winning it. We have dominated the game if you look at it statistically, but we've just had a lapse in concentration and given away a goal. And yeah, they're going to have to be told it's not good enough. We can't be losing, drawing a game like that. Burnley fighting relegation, and we're at home, we have to beat them. 1 to 3 days Danny Ings is out, just add him to the injury list. We've got Middlesbrough next now, we really need to win that game, having drawn this one. Middlesbrough higher up the table, of course, than Burnley were in that game. We've got a couple of good wins away from home actually, but at home we don't seem to be rolling. Of course, we started against Chelsea at home, which was harsh, but against Burnley at home you need to be winning that game. We've still not gelled as a team yet, of course. Some players who I think are going to be key for us going forward, like Oxlade-Chamberlain for example, hasn't done it this month. Nah, we need to be telling James Ward-Prowse that he needs to be training better. One player criticised training level. If you want a stake for first team football, you need to step it up. Predrag Rajkovic, we're actually going to praise his training level. Your effort in training has been excellent, keep it up if you want to stake a claim for regular first team football. And I'm going to do the same with Mario Lemina, who by the way, look at that improvement. Praise training level, excellent, keep it up. So that's no gone unnoticed. They've trained very well. We can see there Bertrand Hoot also training well, and I've seen Fraser Foster at the top training well too. He obviously wants to get his #1 shirt back from Rajkovic, which, if I'm honest, I don't really see that happening, but who knows, maybe he could. Some good performances when he gets on in the cup could lead to him getting his #1 shirt back. There's not a lot younger than Foster, that's why Rajkovic is the #1. I actually originally bought Rajkovic with the intention of him being back up to Foster for a couple of years until Foster was too old and we could bring him in. But when he got here, Rajkovic is just clear that he's ready to be the #1 already. No sense in making him wait. Okay, some players on loan playing in the midweek games. Donny van de Beek would be a good signing. All this is excellent stuff, but we're not in the transfer window right now. We're not looking for players to bring in. Hell, during January we might not even be looking for players to bring in. It's just about gelling this squad now. I think we've got a good squad. Maybe we're looking for a left winger still, because as you can see with Nico Gaitan out, we're down to auxiliary players who can sort of do it, like Vasquez or Gabbiadini. Okay, time for the Middlesbrough game now. We need to be winning this game, as I say. We can't be dropping any more than the 2 points we've already dropped, frankly, in this episode. This was supposed to be a good, confident 6-point episode, and obviously it hasn't went that way. I'd like a good win too. I'd like a 3-0 or a 4-0 or something here against Borough, just to show that we are a quality side. We do have a lot more quality. I mean, we've got Danny Ings playing up front, they've got Patrick Bamford. You know, Danny Ings far more pedigree as a player than Bamford. He's capable just now, Danny Ings, but Paco Alcacer's not quite ready to come back in, so Danny Ings will start the game. Stephen Davis can go on the bench instead of Hesketh, I suppose. Hesketh can go back down to the under-23 squad, and Virgil van Dijk can come in for Eduardo Goldenegger just now. I think that's going to be the only change to the side, so it's exactly the same team as last time. We need to hope we can do some business. I hope Danny Ings can score a goal. 4-4-1-1 is the order of the day as far as Middlesbrough are concerned. We're not even going to talk to the press. Tell them to get creative. We need to create some chances here. We've got players that can unlock a defence. We just need them to do a bit better actually in creating chances. You know, we had a couple of decent chances last time. You know, obviously I mentioned Danny Ings passing when I would like my striker to be shooting, but it's not an abundance of great chances we're creating, as Lemina nicks a pass, plays a great ball in behind, but it's picked up by Worrell on the Middlesbrough end. But that's at least a bit more encouraging that he tried a dangerous pass like that. Oh, that's a dangerous pass. Torreira's nicked it. Hammer it, son. Torreira's shot way over the bar. But at least we're putting them under pressure when they're on the ball, nicking the throw in, nicking the pass there. We're not letting them play. Leicester are flying, by the way. They're beating Sheffield Wednesday 2-0 now. Ipswich are beating Burnley away from home. That is surprising. It's a very closely contested league. A lot of these teams, for example, Burnley, Ipswich, Leicester, Sheffield Wednesday, us, Borough, Stoke, Bournemouth, Swansea, Watford. There's not a lot between any of those teams, frankly, as we need to demand more here. We've dominated the game. No shots for Middlesbrough, 5 for us, but we've created absolute zilch in terms of quality chances. Again, we're going to need to... Well, do you know what? I'm going to say we're not doing badly. Keep working hard. I'm not going to go through them. I'm not going to be negative this time. I am going to... do you know what? I'm going to be really positive. I'm going to take off Ward-Prowse for Paco Alcacer, and I'll play what you could even call a 4-2-4. Torreira and Lamina in there, the wingers still there, and Alcacer up with Ings. Paco Alcacer can be an advanced forward. Danny Ings can be a complete forward. And I'll tell the guys to push forward more. Whenever it gives me the option back, that is. Can we actually tell them, yeah, prevent short goalkeeper distribution? Let's do that, because we have the 2 up front now to do that. Push forward, boys. Here we go. Torreira to Alcacer. First touch for him. Is he going to blast one in? No, he's going to hold it up. Put it to Ings. Shoot, Ings! Ah, it's wide of the post. At least it's a shot from Danny Ings. Linking up with Paco Alcacer. They need to do well playing together. It could be an option to play 2 up front. Bamford now, he's looking for a runner beyond. Braithwaite does run beyond, he's using his pace, he's in behind, Hook can't keep pace, and it's a great save by Rajkovic. And Martin Braithwaite, that'll be his last action of the game. He's been taken off now after that miss. I'm sure it's not because of that miss, but he is off as Ledbetter prepares to take the corner. Adama picking it up, I think that's Traore. Adama Traore, way wide. Former Barcelona youngster, I believe, there, Adama Traore, with a shocker of a miss. We're going to bring Redmond on for Vasquez. He can be an inside forward as well on that side. But it's clear to see where our issues lie. Up the top of the park, a real lack of creativity today, and in the Burnley game. We could well pinch this still. So could Borough, mind you. It's out wide to Adama, and where's the man out there, frankly? Where's Redmond? He should be picking that up. In for Ledbetter. Hoot stops it, thankfully. Bertrand now to Redmond. Let's get forward, man. Redmond, Lamina moves it quickly to Ings. That's good play. Ings tries to find Alcacer. It's cut out. Alcacer pinching it back. Finish, son! Alcacer, look at that. You're not going to save that, are you? Nearly goes through the net from Paco Alcacer. What a finish. And... now we could... Do you know what? I'm going to bring on Will Smallbone for Ings, just because I want somebody in that midfield to shore it up a bit. Torreira can actually go deeper, and Torreira will be a deep line playmaker with the defend duty, and Will Smallbone can be a deep line playmaker with the support duty, I suppose. And we'll go more into a controlling mentality now. We'll try and retain possession with shorter passing, maybe play a bit narrower, and just keep a normal defensive line, more disciplined. Never mind the overlap. Let's just try and keep possession of the ball now for about 15 minutes or so. Let's just try and basically suffocate this game. We're going to get the option to tell them to tighten up in a moment. There we go. Oh, we could be too late. Friend with the throw in. Chapman back to Friend. Cuts it back. It's a good ball. It's a volley! Jesus, what a finish that would have been if that went in. Be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit worried there, as we're going to try and contain now Torreira's corner. Let's just finish this. Go on, Alcacer. Hammer it, son. Alcacer wide. Whip it then. Stands it up. Wesley Hoot. Easy for Darren Randolph. Motherwell legend Darren Randolph. 5 minutes of added time. Don't know where that's come from. For the last 3 minutes of that now, we're going to drop deeper, play safer, and just boot it. We're not going to try and play soccer now. We're just going to try and retain this. 25 seconds. Keep the ball. My God, just keep the ball. Lamina plays it on. Easy for Friend. Deflects. It's out. Come on. 1-0 win. Just give me the points. I know I said I wanted a 3-0 or something. Just give me the points now. 5 minutes are up. It's over. Points. Thank you. A good win. I don't care about the performance, you know. It was a poor performance. Much improvement needed going forward, but we got the 3 points. That's the main thing. 2 to 3 weeks, sadly, for Ryan Bertrand. Danso playing poorly again for Aston Villa, but he's coming on in his training at least. That's the most important thing. So, as we're leaving off, let's have a look at the Premier League table. We're on 10 points, 3 wins, a draw, and 3 defeats so far. The defeats obviously coming against Man United, Arsenal, and Chelsea, so you expect to lose those games, of course. We are only 3 points, by the way, off of Arsenal at this point in the season. We're only 5 off Watford up in third. We're 6 off United, 8 off City, each of whom obviously have a game in hand. We're actually 4 points ahead of Liverpool, who only have the 1 game in hand. We're 4 ahead of Borough there now, so we're actually sort of more grouped in with the top of the table. A lot of time to go obviously in the league. Let's just get through the rest of the games here at the weekend so we can see where the table lies with all the games played. Liverpool 4-1 victors at Huddersfield. That's the kind of performance Liverpool needed, I think, to kickstart their season. Man United, West Brom, it's got to be a United win, 3-0, comfortable. United are flying this season. Tottenham lose again, this time to Newcastle, and City beat Chelsea. So, if we have a look at the Premier League table, we are still in 11th place. 1 win could get us up to a European place, and 1 loss we could be away down to 13th there. We're a good 7 points off the relegation battle, though. At least we're, you know, given that last season we were sort of in the mix for that right up to the end, I'm pleased with where we are. So, in terms of what we're going to do after this episode, obviously not the most exciting episode there ever. 2 goals scored, 1 conceded, pretty boring games. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play Ipswich, West Brom, Middlesbrough, Bournemouth and West Ham off screen, and we'll come back for the trip to the Etihad and playing Liverpool at St Mary's. So a big glamour episode next time out. We could well get beaten both games, but basically it's about showing something interesting, isn't it? City and Liverpool, I think, is going to be interesting. So when we come back next time, we'll have the summary of all those fixtures I play off screen, and then of course we'll have City and Liverpool. Super exciting episode. Hope to see you back for that one. If you've enjoyed this one, please click the like button down below in the video. It really does help. And of course, if you want to follow the series, see when the next season's going to come out, or even if you want to follow our Rangers series on the channel or any other content, of course, you can subscribe to the channel, which I'd be super grateful for. But basically, mostly, you know, I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you when we're playing City and Liverpool.